Good morning. Oh, it's a bit warmer than I thought actually. In the shade it's quite cold. Right, the hoodie's coming off. It's actually too warm for a hoodie. Anyway, good morning. We are going to Hollywood Studios. It's 12 p.m. We're going to get the 12 p.m. bus, which is a bit later than what I'd normally start, but I was absolutely knackered. The run is still crippling my legs a little bit. I've got 3 lightning lanes booked. We've got Slinky Dog Dash. We got the Midway Mania, which I don't normally do, but it was one of the B tier attractions. I've got Rise the Resistance. I think I've got something else as well, which I can't remember now. Oh, Terror. The buses, it says every 20 minutes. However, the bus between this one and the last one was 45 minutes. And that's without it being late. I'm gonna grab a little refill for the bus. 9 minutes till the bus comes to Hollywood Studios. My first lightning lane's at 12:15. I must say, I've always hated the buses. I mean, don't get me wrong, the buses are still not very glamorous. I do like the fact that the lights switch off, particularly at night when you're travelling. That is something that every bus should do in the world. The plan for today is obviously do the lightning lanes I've got booked, starting with Slinky Dog Dash, which will be fun. And then we're going to go into Star Wars Land as well, Galaxy's Edge. And also catch a few shows. So we'll probably do the Indiana Jones stunt show today. Phantasmic I did the other night, but I'll put in highlights at the end of this video of Phantasmic, and I'll have a little review of that. So that's sort of the outline of the plan. We're going to be here till the death because I plan to ride Rise of Resistance a couple of times right at the end when there's going to be barely any queue for it. They do normally say like there's a big queue, 45 minute to a 60-minute queue at the end, but actually I've found that that is not the truth at all, and I've had it before. It's been walk on, and we're in. So we're going to head to the right, and there's some steps which will take us to Toy Story Land. I have already filmed one video from Epcot and Hollywood Studios. That was the last video to go on from my little Disney trip. So if you want to see some stuff that we don't do today, it'll be in that one. Got a Buzz Lightyear out and about. The photos just don't do anything for me. They just really don't. Oh, is this a restaurant? Roundup Rodeo? I think it is, isn't it? This area. I mean, to be fair, I don't know why people used to come to Hollywood Studios. Without this and Star Wars, this park would have been tiny. So we've got a lightning lane for this. And then we've got a lightning lane immediately after for this. The multi-pass costs about $18 to $20, so it is doing it at the minute every time I'm buying it. And you can use it across park, which is something that I didn't realise. Here's Woody. I didn't realise or would never used to be a thing, but it has meant I've got some tremendous value out of it because, one, and this is something that you need to remember, is I'm a single rider. It's a lot easier to find availability for just one person, and things pop up quite a lot through the day, even though there's a later time sometimes. Sometimes it does just pop up. But the value I've been getting out of it has been insane. Like yesterday I did Epcot and Hollywood Studios and I got about 8 or 9 rides. And a lot of them, you're only saving like 15, 20 minutes, which isn't a lot. I don't know. But if you total them up, I'd easily gain another hour and a half of my day yesterday. As you've probably seen, the Christmas decorations are still up. And this is the January the 11th, 12th. And this just seems like a really good sweet spot to come. It's a 60-minute queue. So I'm very glad I've got the lightning lane for this one.
Here we go.
mean, for such a big coaster, just seeing the absolute tiny children that you can get onto it, it will never not be impressive. It looks great around the land. You can see out of the land quite a lot. I wish Disney went kind of back to the hardcore of where you couldn't see outside of the lands at all. I mean, I can see Galaxy's Edge from here. So on that time, I asked for the front row, and she quite sternly said, I can do row 3 right now. I was like, and I did ask, like, can I not wait for the front? So it's going to be 2 or 3 trains. And yeah, that's absolutely fine. It's like, I don't expect to push in front of people. But I kind of dug my heels in a little bit there, because they do this thing where they have two queues at one point as it goes more towards the front. I don't know whether they're splitting people into odds and evens here. But she literally loaded like 4 or 5 trains, all from the left queue, did one from my queue, and then went back to loading 2 or 3 trains from the other queue again. So it wasn't as if like they're just doing one queue then the other. I understand they kind of do it so you have options then. You have, like, if you're not doing the odds and evens queue, which I've talked about before, which is what every queue should be, if someone is in a group of 3, or you've only got like 2 seats left, it means you've got 2 people at the front of a queue that you can kind of select from, like, oh, these are a 2. I get why they do it. You can't load like 8 trains from one, or 7 trains from one, and then 1 train from the other. So I kind of dug my heels out and like, no, I want to wait for the front, which is unlike me. Normally, if they push back, I'll just sit wherever. But yeah, anyway, little rant over with. She was quite, like,
Here we go.
I'm not going to say aggressive, because she wasn't aggressive, but she's very stern. And like I said, if she'd loaded like fairly, I'd have gone okay, fine. But one thing is really good about being back at Disney is overall the operations. Other than that one where they loaded the rows, loaded different queue like several times, it's just nice to be in swift operations. The next train's always there. It is satisfying. Right, I'm going to head down this way. I'm going to go and I tell you what, I don't think I've ever done this, because I sort of missed out. I think I've done it in California. Is it in California? I think I did the Tokyo. Oh no, I didn't do the Tokyo one because it was closed. I had just booked another Lightning Lane, and I actually booked Rock and Roller Coaster because that has a horrible queue. And I did that yesterday, so I won't include it in this video, but I might as well have a go at it, because actually all the shows and stuff, with how quiet the parks have tended to be, I feel like I can just walk up to the shows. It's kind of a wasted reservation, if that makes sense. And there's no bad place in the shows. Yes, okay, you can sit front and centre in some of them. There's no bad place, really. I remember when Star Wars Land and Galaxy's Edge first opened, and we were in here at 6:30 in the morning because they were doing early magic hours, and I was staying at the Wyndham. No, I was staying at the Holiday Inn in Disney Springs, so we got access to that. And everyone ran to Galaxy's Edge. And honestly, we came and we did all the Toy Story rides. And then we literally went into, and we still walked on Smuggler's Run, and Rise of Resistance wasn't open back then. But like, we were back at home by like noon. We'd done everything on, literally every ride on the park. So this is Alien Swirling Saucers. These are all great fun. There's only some turntables, and you kind of travel across. The music on here is great. Also, it looks quite gentle, but they can whip a bit. You can whip a little bit of these things. Yeah, they only last about 50 seconds, these rides, but it keeps the queues down, to be fair. A great spot. If you've got family on there, you actually want to see the faces down here rather than being on the balcony bit. It's a great spot. I don't think you'll see them too much as they come over the bunny hops. I didn't know you could walk back here. Another thing with Slinky Dog Dash is when they hear all the slinky noises, the metal slinky noises, as he leaves the station, as he enters the station, it's like surround sound. You can hear it, the sound travelling, because it comes from the overhead speakers. Small touches. Okay, my time is up. Well, it's actually in 1 minute, but in case you didn't know, you can scan in up to 5 minutes before your Lightning Lane. So if you're in a bit of a rush, you can do that. So this is incredibly hard to actually film on. So don't expect the best footage. In the lightning lane, you don't get to see the Mr. Potato Head. So they put all these boards in the way. I wonder why that is. Obviously, people are jumping over to jump into the lightning lane, but normally in most queues, you just have a second tap point. Wonder why that is. Looks like they are straight on.
Come on through, guys.
Oh.
Glasses, come on.
There is a second touch point. I just want. Thank you.
Somebody here, guys.
So this bit looks like an accessibility bit where you can actually, where if you need extra time to get on, it looks like these will actually come over to the side so you can get on in your own time. And they'll rejoin the track further down. So there's 2 cars back to back, 2 seats per car. And also look, you can have little tiny babies on here as well. Jesus. So they only have these actual like 1 loading station. I'm sure I've done one somewhere where it has 2 loading stations. Okay, so you pull this and that's what shoots. Also, if you're smaller, this is on a pivoted arm, so it actually comes down to meet like younger kids they will be able to reach. Pull the string to shoot.
I think they've got the hang of it. Way to play, everyone! Now you get this for a ball.
Here's the name and egg tosses my daddy.
Down the animals! If you want to shoot further, aim higher!
Beat them first out of
Yeah, well, that was quite fun actually. I always tend to miss that out. So I did book another lightning lane for Smuggler's Run. Now the reason why I booked for Smuggler's Run, even though the queue isn't too bad and it has a single rider, is because you can't ask to be a pilot if you're in single rider. And for me, being a pilot is by far the better experience. Now I will at some point go on that as an engineer, because I think for the video it looks better if you film it from the back, because obviously if you film it from the front, you just see a screen essentially. And then I've also got I think I've got Rise of the Resistance first, but it's only on 40 minutes in the middle of the day. So I 100% did not need Lightning Lane for this trip because of how quiet the parks have been. And I saw another one, I saw a Tim Tracker video yesterday about how there's no event on in Epcot at the minute, and that's the reason why that might be so quiet. The next event starts on the 17th of January, which is the Arts Festival, Fest of the Arts. But I would have, if that means you get a quiet Epcot, I'm sorry, but I'd ditch the festival tomorrow. But yeah, I've paid pretty much all in $40, what's that, £33-ish for one shot Lightning Lane for the Rise, the Resistance, and also for the multi-pass. The one shot I could have just not purchased, but the multi-pass, like I saved 35 minutes on that. I saved an hour on Slinky. Obviously they'll always be a little bit, Disney do push up their wait times to manage expectations, but now I think also to sell more passes, sadly. But you didn't need to, I know it's just me, if you're a family of 4, multiply that by 4, it gets very expensive. It's on 15 minutes now, and that's Alien Swirling Saucers, and because it is a flat ride and it has a lower capacity, it normally has a bigger queue. Here we are. Now, I'm toying whether to go to Smuggler's Run first and do a single rider actually.
Keep that droid in line, citizen. Brent found out the spies got away. Destroy the command center.
Someone please tell me. It's not just them talking, is it? Which is converted. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like they're all little pre-recorded announcements. It might just be them talking. If you can please tell me how that works, or which way it is, that'd be great. Someone will know. That's another character just walking down here. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know about Star Wars, and that's because 2, I don't really like Star Wars. However, this area is insane. Like, insanely well done. So when you see me over the next 20 minutes having no clue what any of this means, who anyone is, or this is called, no, I do know what this is called. I know this is called the Millennium Falcon, but that is it. That is as far as my knowledge goes. And the standby time is 35 minutes, which isn't long at all, really. I signed in the pre-shows, but oh, is single rider open? Yeah, single rider's open. So let's see if I can go and be an engineer, so I can sit towards the back. Now, if you get a low single rider queue, you do miss the pre-show. But like I always say with pre-shows, once you've seen it once, you don't have to see it again. So if it's your first time doing the ride, do the main queue. Otherwise, and also if you want to be a, like I say, a pilot, or you want to choose what you want to be, then yeah, you'll still need to do the main queue. Engineers normally fill in. I don't understand, there's two queues here. So I've got this one, because most people will go the other way. So should I do what people won't do and do a U-turn on themselves? I can hear them where they're selecting the groups. Oh, it's literally right here. It's literally right here. So the reason why there's two sets of stairs is because there's just so many simulators. So I imagine this is just splitting the single riders up to each side. So when it first opened, when you went through to like the little lobby area, you used to be able to like mingle around. And they used to let you in this area where you had like 5 minutes to just take some pictures. You can't really do that anymore. I'm sure if you asked and tried to get one quickly, they'd let you do it. But they literally queue up to go to all the different simulators basically. Now I'll put a few highlights in from this one. However, as soon as I come off, I'll explain something which happened to me yesterday when I came on this, and I'll put in that full video.
Right, pilot. Push the flashing button to take off. Yes, keep shooting. Left pilot, brakes. We've got to get out of here.
So I just put in some clips there from Smuggler's Run. However, yesterday, something sort of crazy happened, and it was genuinely one of those experiences where like, it's a bit mental, and is this really happening? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to include that footage. I wasn't going to film as I went on it, but because I suspected it might happen, I started filming. Oh my god.
Welcome, my friends.
I'm by myself. I'm by myself. What is happening?
Just kidding. A brand new flight crew. Good luck to you all.
It's just me,
You might
mate.
need it. Today's flight engineers. You
I'm
are
gonna be
our
knackered.
precious cargo. And as we always say before your safety,
Remain seated and supervise
Oh
your
my god. What is happening?
Cargo in front of you, buckle in.
Oh my god. I'm literally by myself.
engineers. Automatic repair engaged.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is going left and right, this one.
Left pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left, move your stick to fly right and left. Only one pilot. You will be able to steer weather.
So it knows that it's just me?
Watch it. Truly next flying this thing will be the end. No gunners. Auto weapons engaged. Left pilot, hit the boosters.
There's the booster, there we go.
Now let's go get that command down. Left pilot, make the jump to light speed.
Oh, I can barely reach it.
Yes, keep shooting. They've locked onto us. Take evasive action. Good job, my friend. Yes. We got the coaxium. I will grab it. You keep up the train. Gunship. Oh, that's ridiculous. Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. Yes, a distraction. Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry. The Star Destroyer is collapsing. The pilot hit the boosters. Move. We made it. I don't believe it, but we made it. Now, let's get out. You retrieved 2 containers of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your cut, minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon, is... Hey, not bad. R5, damage report. Engine failure, alright. Hyperdrive leak, that is not too good. Multiple hull ruptures, well, it could be worse. Life support failure, okay, that's something. Yes, time for you to go. And don't worry, the payment is on the way, trust me.
No one here. It was so weird. Oh, I know that came across on camera how cool that was. As an experience just to do that. This ridiculous multi-million. I mean, there's people in the other ones. I just got timed it right. I asked if I could be a pilot, and then no one came behind me. So it's like, it's so clever that it knows you're the only pilot, and it starts engaging auto engineers, auto gunners and stuff. I loved all that. It had a 15-minute queue, and I almost decided and the Rise had a 25-minute queue. And my landing lane's about to start now, and I was gonna just not go on it just then. That was awesome, and also it is a great ride. It's a great ride. I think if you're the pilot, I think me personally, less so if you're sat towards the back or the engineer, the gunners. It's fine. As a single rider, if I'm skipping a 50-minute queue, you will always be an engineer, and you don't get to pick, obviously. Hence how a single rider works. But I'm fine with that to experience it. But to actually move the joystick and feel the whole simulator move left and right, that's cool. And then if you're on the right side going up and down, that's also cool. That user feedback and that tactile feedback is it tactile? Maybe not tactile, but you only get that if you're sat at the front. And that's pretty. That was pretty amazing. I kind of lost for words because this has happened before in the Star Wars simulator. I was sat there by myself in the middle and I had the whole simulator to myself. But that's so cool. And the reason why that ride gets rave reviews from me is because for Disney to make an attraction which takes 6 people, it makes it feel incredibly intimate, incredibly small, and that's why it's brilliant, because they've got so many of them that they can still get the same capacity. I'm back to today. That experience yesterday of being a pilot, the footage isn't great because I'm sat at the front, but it was just so weird and amazing because you always associate this park and these groups of parks as being so busy that for that to happen, and also it wasn't particularly late, it was 5 p.m. So yeah, it really was a special moment, that one. Right, I've not done Rise this trip, and this is my favourite ride at Disney World. It's my favourite dart ride, I think, of all time, even though like I said, I don't really like Star Wars, but the technology on this ride blows me away. Again, just before Smuggler's Run, I saw this was on a 30-minute queue, and it's 1:30 p.m. That's insane. But that's where the high capacity comes in, because on opening day, yes, it'll be several hours the queue. But after opening day, or the opening period, if you've got an insanely high capacity, it means that actually it's going to be much better than your older rides at handling normal queue times once everyone's done it once.
Recruits, thank you for joining the cause.
And hold on, recruits. All ships, launch. I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara. Anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
Oh, resistance spot should be captured by the first order. Now, get out. You're in big trouble now.
Business. You have what I want. Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. What? Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners.
Who picked these two droids anyway?
Detention don't reach. Prisoners locked in. No!
I'll sit down!
To meet their conviction. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run. Your efforts are wasted. Escape. Your precious resistance is about to be destroyed.
Okay, you're clear. Your escape pods came in a little off target.
Hi. They're doing like an unofficial trial, I think, of single rider. So I'm just going to try it. It did look quite busy in there, but I just want to try it. Okay, so you come through a little side entrance. Literally, it was there for less than a minute. And we're going down here. So we've just been through there in the main one. Ooh, it's so cool. Obviously, this used to be. This is why I say it's a trial. It's definitely not. They want to. This is what I mean. It's definitely a trial. And you can see you literally come out here. So yeah, the reason why it's a trial, you can tell. Oh, we can just walk this way. It's definitely a trial because they are. It's not proper, is it? It's not very Disney, but they want to see if it works or not. How they do it long term now, I have no idea. Like, if we have to get through here, how would we do that? This bit seems very unofficial.
We're getting separated. Together.
Thank you. So it's probably about 20 people, 25 people, so it'll be about 20 minutes, I imagine. So, at the main entrance, there's a lady here with the single rider. Imagine if this person's out, it's on. It's literally just down there. It's just literally the exit line. Let's talk about how good the exit line is, as in like the route out and the exit. There's no gift shop. There's no 18-mile walk. You're literally 2 seconds and you're out. Two goes, both on the same side. In case you didn't know, they have two, basically there's two rides, a left side and a right side. You know when you get diverted left or right, there's two versions of the ride basically. It's an exact duplicate. And I got the same set both times. So I got the B mode for the thing with when it all comes crashing down, the wind happens, the blowout of the ship, which is a shame. That's one of the best bits. Also, I did see it. I did get to see it when the things moved in front of you, and that was way better than what is now, what was the B mode, but it is now just the permanent mode of just stopping and going backwards. There's no reason for you to be going backwards, which is not great. However, it's still, every time on there, the level of detail, the timing, the sync of everything, it's still the best ride in the world. I've been on Pirates of the Caribbean, which I loved in Shanghai. I've not done the Jurassic Park one in Beijing yet, Universal, but that was literally, it's still up there. It's still up there, and I've got no interest in Star Wars. That's how you know it's a great ride, and you've got no interest in the subject matter, but you're still blown away by it. Okay, so I think through here we come out towards Indiana Jones, and there's a show about to start, so if I can get a decent seat for that, I'll put in some highlights. The only issue with this show, it's very much a Disney show. Thank you. It's very much a Disney show where they 10 minutes of action over a half an hour show. I've just come to the funnel cakes. I've never had a funnel cake, so thought I'd try it as a snack on the snack credit. But these are massive. I've just seen one of them been just given. Look at the powdered sugar everywhere. And these are huge. It's the size of a fork. It is massive. I mean, I don't know, what is it? Is it like a donut? Is it literally just batter? Anyway, I've managed to come down to, there's loads of seating here. Let me give it a whirl and yeah, see what it's like. But I'm telling you now, I'm not going to eat all of it because that's monstrous. There's no actual or very little substance. It does feel like a donut, like the interior of a donut, with then 8 litres of batter around it. The soft serve, never liked it at Disney World. There's something really weird about it. Like it's really grainy and not particularly nice. This is about as healthy as jumping off a cliff, I think. I'm watching a squirrel drama unfold. This one has something that one wants. I think it's a scrap of food. Oh, that's the end of the drama. I managed about a third of it. Oh, it's really weird because you don't get any fuller because you're not eating anything other than batter. Even on the floor in a minute, having some sort of attack. Oh well, I'm glad I tried it, but jeez, just powder everywhere. Good luck with getting past security later. Oh wow, what to do now? I've got 2 lightning lanes, which are both rides that I did yesterday. Also, did I mention it took about 15 minutes to get on Rise of the Resistance in single rider? And it helped a little bit, but not massively. But as part of this selection, it took 8 single riders at once because there weren't enough people yet from the pre-show area. Again, this is a problem with the pre-show. On that occasion, I won massively, but yeah, they took 8 single riders at once. Also, it was really nice to see there's a British family behind me in the queue, and they were just amazed by everything. They were amazed by the fact that they'd been transported. They didn't understand how it was the same door. I wasn't there. I didn't ride with them, which is a bit of a shame because I'd just love to have seen their reactions. Because it was just really nice. Like the magic is still very much alive for them. Pizza Rizzo. I've not had on my trip so far is pizza. I have some tonight. Again, all this is going. We're gonna go here. It's a 10-minute wait from up. Is that just a like that's how long until the next showing? Right, I don't think you can film in the main auditorium with this, which is fine. I've literally never been in here before. I was right. It is Monsters Inc. that's taken over. But these are taking over Rock and Roller Coaster, which should be a lot more fun, to be fair.
Select a row and feel free to have a seat anywhere you like. Just remember to keep in mind that the top 2 rows where seated to the far right will be reserved for our guests traveling in wheelchairs as well as their parties.
Oh my god, it's massive in here. I'm not sure how long this lasts. However, how come Disney can do proper seating in an attraction like this, which is comfortable to sit on for more than 5 minutes? They can't for any of their shows.
Put on your glasses, Nadler. Hey, look! Look at the guy in the goofy mask! That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady.
He said no cell phone usage, which is, I don't know what that means. Doesn't mean that you can't use it to video, or just you can't make calls. Either way. It's not quite loud here, but it's delightful. It's fine. It's fine. I can see why they changed it, and also that's a massive theatre they could do something else with. So, yeah, it looks very dated. It feels very dated. I can see why. Yeah, I've literally never been down here before. You can smell the garlic. Saying that about turning the theatre into something. Is this where they're getting the roller coaster for Monsters Inc? Or is that Disneyland? I think it might be here, mightn't it? In which case, obviously, I'm a bit more of a fan of. Muppets sort of passed me by as a child. Let's talk about toilets, because you know how much I love talking about toilets in places like theme parks or big event spaces. What is this park like when it's actually busy? Because it is dead in a minute, right? It is literally dead. In a sense of on Disney scale. Yeah, all the toilets have massive queues for them. I mean, and another thing, like, if you're a woman, I mean, it's bad enough for the guys, but like, for some reason, again, every company in the world seems to forget how to make toilets for women. My point was, when the park is busy, and you can probably deal with like 4 times as much people than it is currently, do people just start putting in the bushes? Like, hustle to get over here. It's just the quietest nighttime show. I know this isn't immensely popular, this one, at Hollywood Studios, but look at how much space there is. Like, there's not even any staff. Like, all the tape's down to limit where you can stand, but they're just not fussed, I don't think, because it's so quiet. Like I said, I know it's not one of the, but normally I've been here before and it's been a bit of a crush to actually get a nice spot, but no one around. It's brilliant. Rather than be too close. It's going to start in a few seconds. Quick tip: if you're out fast from Fantasmic, you can get to this. But if you're right at the bottom, it takes you a while to get out of Fantasmic, you'll probably miss the first 5 minutes. It's a slow walk out Fantasmic. The pinch points are real.
Has gathered to see Mickey's latest sensational picture. Just hear those people cheer. It was all started by a mouse.
See you real soon.
Yeah! 15 minutes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
There's 3 minutes until closing time. Highly recommend doing this little tactic. You have literally 3 minutes after the show ends.
Nothing can stop us now. It's been a day in the countryside.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train?
Sure, Goofy sounds like fun.
Thanks. Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up. Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the port.
Oh, how you doing?
Hey, Mick and Mia.
You're gonna make this bit of our along. Nothing can stop us now.
Well, that was fun. We got B mode. So normally there's an animatronic which goes over in a semicircle. It's quite impressive. It runs on a rail. And that was working last night because I managed to get on there last night. But it means they can keep the ride open, and I imagine they can stand behind there whilst the ride's going around and still work on it. As long as they keep, the lighting levels low. Always impressive. I am heading through the exit. I am about to go back to the hotel. However, let's talk about a few of the shows. So first of all, I went to see Fantasmic. Now Fantasmic for me uses far too much water screen. Sometimes the water screens will be like halfway and they add to the theming, but I want to see, I want to see some performance. I don't want to just see the cartoon. I get it, it's the storytelling. It's Mickey's dream / nightmare, and I follow it and it's good, but I want stuff happening on the stage. Like, I don't want to just see clips. Does that make sense? And it feels like 15 minutes of the show was just clips. The bits that are real, they don't use the lake enough, I don't think. You could use that way more. Also, it suffers from that problem a little bit where whenever there's an auditorium like that, you always concentrate on when something's at centre stage. You're like, well, it might not be for a lot of the time, but the audience over there, what are they seeing? But yeah, I am nitpicking. It's still decent, isn't it? It's still obviously decent. But when the standard's that high, if you want to go through what's good and bad, you have to kind of keep digging to find those things, don't you? Then, if you're quick, you can make it to the nighttime show. Now, the nighttime show, it literally is just a clip fest. There's a few fireworks, but not many. It's obviously not that popular because the crowds just aren't there for it. But the projection mapping is done quite well. It's not bad. It's just obviously the standard with the castle show over at Magic Kingdom, it just doesn't quite hit the same. Genie Plus, once again, Genie Plus. Lightning Lanes has genuinely been amazing. Again, sometimes I'm only saving 5 or 10 minutes, but if you add them all up, you can get extra couple of rides a day doing that. So single rider on Rise of Resistance was great because it does also mean you get to skip 2 pre-shows, which I am all down for. Yeah, so it was just a great day. Tomorrow is finally Magic Kingdom Day. So join me for Magic Kingdom Day tomorrow. That'll be the next vlog that comes on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you can. Please like the video if you can as well. That always helps the video out a lot. And other than that, I shall see you in tomorrow's video.